Yo, what's poppin', henny? Gang, 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 gang. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do a video. Welcome back to the evening pour up with your girl, Henny. Do me a favor, y'all. Share the live because this is going to be some hot Henny for yo. We are going to get into some updates on Blueface's legal matters. Now, remember that the Gentlemen's Club had that $13 million lawsuit that they won against him that then accrued interest and became $14 million and some change? Well, I have an update on that. Also, you know how Karlissa alluded to how Jade and Alexis was on the business license for Blueface's Fish and Soul restaurant? I know who's really on the license. And I'm going to share. And I know who was taken off the license. And I'm going to share that too. And we also have a Diddy doc. Bar Court is going to be in session during this evening's pour up because we have a Diddy doc. Oh, yes. We have a Jane Doe that has now become a name on a doc. And she has secured a familiar lawyer too. But don't be surprised because this is the case that includes Arron Hall. We're going to get into that too. Also, Zeus's new network, new show on their network, The Aunties. Yeah, with Karlissa and Tia Kemp and Tokyo Toni. Well, baby, it looks like Karlissa is being shady already in her lives. And there may be a little trouble with her and Callie. So we're going to review her lives from today. We're going to take as much of it as we can before I have to click it off. But we'll get into all of that hot, juicy Henny right after this. So go pour up, go spark up, go do what you're going to do because this is the evening pour up, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'd be like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Did you hear what they just said? Child, a whole mess. Oh, I'm about to spill this Hennessy and y'all about to sip.
This video and its content operate underneath and are protected by the guise of the Fair Use Act. They will be used for criticism, reporting, possible teachable moments, but most of all, my review and commentary. So if anybody gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything is allegedly according to what has been alleged, even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear it with our own two ears, or read it in these court docs. It is still alleged because we weren't there and we don't know what happened. So what's popping to all of the Henny gang that is in the cipher? Let's get into our years, but we're not going to be too long with them, okay? Because we have a lot to cover, okay? So let's start out with a year to Jacqueline. What's popping to Verna? Year Linda P, okay? What's popping Latrina? Year Wilson Vibes. What's popping Heidi? Can I get a year for Bobby and a year for Hottest Summer and a year for Evelyn? What's popping Wilson? What is popping Miss Jackie? What's popping Heidi B? What's popping Terica? What's popping Rakitha? What's popping Rochelle? Who else do we have up in here in the bar tonight? What's popping Tiffany? What's popping Debbie? What's popping Goddess with the scoop? Yeah. What's popping Janice? What's popping Pammy? Miss Pammy? What's popping Uniquely Yours? What's popping y'all see this tea? Okay. What's popping She's in High Demand? What's popping Felicia? What's popping Be More Careful? Okay. What's popping Teddy B? What's popping that 504 girl? Who else we got up in here? What's popping Egyptian China? What's popping Jackson J's mom? What's popping Mercy? What's popping Lakeisha and Selena? Okay, what's popping to Footprints? What's popping Dre Spits That Faithful? Okay, what's popping Miss VP? What's poppin'? Just say what's poppin', Miss Ann. What's poppin', Sandra D? And what's poppin', Jenny from the block? What's poppin', Kristen E? What is poppin', everybody? If I did not get to you, it is not on purpose. We just have a lot to cover tonight, and I don't want to keep y'all here long. So we're gonna get right into all the henny that you want to know. So we're gonna consider this a topic update. Yes, because we've already spoken about Diddy, okay? We've spoken about Diddy's cases. We've spoken about how he's had multiple cases, right? However, let me get this. Let's get the new watermark up. Are y'all liking the new bar setup? Are y'all liking this? Because I kind of like this setup right here that we got going on. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe right now. So let me get my screen up, okay? So we can get this watermark up. Excuse me. All right, and we're going to pull the court doc. All right. Now, I will give you a heads up that if this information becomes too overwhelming, I will stop. Okay? Just because I do not want to trigger anyone. All right. So let's pull the doc up and let's get into this hot henny. Let's get these screens right. Think I'm going to need to put my glasses on for this one too. All right, let's see how we looking over here in the StreamYard. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. This is the new watermark, y'all. This is the logo that you guys are accustomed to seeing. So I figured, why not? Actually, you know what? I think I want to use the lighter version of that just because that one seems to be a little too much for me right now. So let's see how that looks. Okay. That looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit better. You can see the words, you can see the watermark. Okay. So we're good. She said, get them glasses on before you be saying all the wrong words again. Okay. Let me go ahead and put these glasses on and let's get into this. The Jane Doe case that was with Diddy and Arron Hall had an anonymous. It was done underneath Jane Doe. So it was an anonymous case, okay? Her name is Lisa Gardner, okay? She has since come forward, put her name on there. There's a lot of changes that have been made. And the lawyer, like I said, that is handling this is Tyrone Blackburn. Now, I don't know because it seems that Tyrone has an axe to grind with Diddy. I don't know if he did something to somebody that he knows, that he's close to, a family member, if Diddy screwed him out of something, or where we at? We at 8 minutes? Oh, I'm just going to take the chance and say it. We don't know if Diddy screwed him. Okay. Allegedly, listen, this is just my opinion. This is not facts. Okay. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking the question because it seems like every one of Diddy's cases are being handled by this man, and he is going for the gusto. Okay. He did not come to play with Diddy. Okay. So I didn't come to play with y'all. I came to take y'all down. So this is Lisa Gardner, the plaintiff, and she is versing Sean Combs, which is Diddy, Arron Hall, MCA Inc., MCA Music Entertainment Group, Griffin Records, Universal Music Company, Music Group, and John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10 and ABC corporations, right? So this is the summons that was sent out. So you know how we like to do. And just in case anybody wants to question who is in charge of this case, again, it is, and I did go about this a different way today. So yeah, you can see right here, it says Tyrone A. Blackburn Esquire. Okay, T.A. Blackburn Law. Okay, he's not playing. All right. So let's see if we can mosey our way on down. This is the introduction to the case. So it says plaintiff Lisa Gardner files this complaint for damages and other relief under Trafficking Victim Protection Act. Plaintiff Lisa Gardner brings this action seeking injunctive, declaratory, and monetary relief against defendants in violation of the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Law. This cause of action is timely under the Adult Survivors Act. So he's using the Survivors Act that was just expired last year, a couple months ago, here in New York, where victims were allowed to file before it expired. So yeah, all of this, it seems like he's just been jumping on these cases. Okay, I want to get to the facts. You know how I do. All of this is fluff to me. I just want to get to what actually happened, and here we are with the summary of facts of accusations. Okay, all right. Upon information and belief, in 1990, Miss Garner, a 16-year-old girl. Wait a minute. I'm going to read that again. Upon information and belief, in 1990, Miss Garner, a 16-year-old girl, was in New York City with a friend. Miss Garner was invited to New York City by a close friends who were members of chart-topping record group Jodeci. Oh Lord, they bringing Jodeci into this chat. Let me pour my water. I didn't bring my henny in the office with me, so we gonna be sipping on some water because I need to make sure I stay hydrated. Because baby, these streets is on fire. Okay, so it says Miss Garner and the members of Jodeci are all from North Carolina. In 1990, prior to inviting Miss Garner to NYC, Jodeci was signed by hip-hop artist Heavy D to Uptown Records, a label that was subsidiary to UMG. Jodeci was assigned to Uptown employee Sean Combs, who took on the task of developing the new act. The group was introduced after providing background vocals on the 1990 track Treat Them Like They Want to Be Treated. Okay. Forever My Lady is the debut album of Jodeci, released in 1991 by Uptown Records and MCA. The end of summer into the fall of 1990, MCA held an event in their New York City offices. Miss Garner and her friend met Combs and Hall at the offices of MCA Records for this event. In addition to Combs and Hall, Miss Garner met R&B singer Mary J. Blige and hip-hop artist Queen Latifah. Okay. Now you see, this is what I'm talking about. All right. After, Lord, we got everybody in here, child. Wait a minute. Let me come back over here. Let me check on y'all. Let me make sure that y'all are okay over here. Because we talking about, I want to freak you. Okay. We talking about that Jodeci. We talking about Lady I Cry For You. Jodeci is in. Oh, they done named Jodeci. They done named Mary J. Blige and Queen Latifah. Oh, baby. And they done, don't be afraid. Oh, no. You know, the crazy thing is, I always said, I used to confuse, as a matter of fact, not said, but I used to confuse Arron Hall and R. Kelly. I know I'm not the only one, but let's continue. After the MCA event, Miss Garner recalls attending dinner. Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsy with Miss Garner and her friend. They offered them drinks throughout the night. At the age of 16, Miss Garner was a minor in 1990 and incapable of consenting to drink alcohol. In 1985, New York State raised the legal drinking age from 19 to 21. Towards the end of the night, Miss Garner and her friends were invited by Combs and Hall back to Hall's apartment for an after party. Oh, Lord, we getting into a Diddy party. Let me get my bell ready because I know I'm going to have to ring this bell. Okay, I know it. I already know it. I see it. Oh, Lord, I see it. Okay, I see it. Okay. It is important to note that Miss Garner was wearing a black skirt with a button-up blouse. Okay, so he said that's important to note. So that means that we got to pay attention to the fact that that's what she was wearing. All right. While at Hall's apartment, Miss Garner was offered some drinks and was physically forced into having eggs with Combs against her will. Lord. At the time Combs assaulted Miss Garner, she recalls feeling the side effects of alcohol. She recalls Combs mounting her and forcing up her skirt, pulling her undergarments to the side and forcibly penetrating her. We done started already. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. This portion of content may not be suitable for everybody. Okay. I can't even get the words out because we done started already. We ain't even into the third page. We ain't into that. He has no ceiling and no floor, does he? Lord have mercy. The age of consent for sexual intercourse in New York State was 17 at the time Combs sexually assaulted Miss Garner. After Combs finished doing his business, Lord, that sounds like The Color Purple. He just get on top of me and do his business. What it feel like? He going to the bathroom. Oh, man. Miss Garner recalls being in immense pain in her punanter. In comparison to Hall, Miss Garner describes Combs as being prepubescent. I had to make sure I got it out because I could feel my lips forming wrong, okay? After Hall finished graping, wait a minute. We had to miss something. Hold on. We missed something. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, the age was after Combs was finished doing his business, Miss Garner laid in bed, shocked and traumatized as she was in the process of getting dressed. Hall barged in the room, pinned her down, and forced Miss Garner to have eggs with him. Garner recalls being an immense. Okay, we read this part. In comparison to Hall, Garner describes Combs as being. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all know I laugh at inappropriate stuff. So is this what we're going to call it now? Prepubescent? She said Puffy he got a Tootsie Roll, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all know that I laugh at inappropriate times. I'm so sorry. That made me so uncomfortable, but it tickled me at the same time. Miss Jackie said, "What's wrong with his pecker?" It's a Tootsie Roll. I'm sorry. That is so wrong. Let's straighten up and be professional, people. Okay, got me in here laughing. Let me trying to be serious. I can't even be serious. Look at y'all laughing in the chat. We not supposed to be laughing. Okay. All jokes aside, all seriousness, okay? We got to get back into this. After Hall finished graping Miss Garner, she quickly got dressed and ran out of Hall's apartment. Her friend left shortly thereafter. Miss Garner's friend shared with her that she too had eggs with Combs and Hall in another room. Upon information and belief, when Combs finished with Miss Garner, he and Hall switched and they commenced exercourse, because I don't know what else to call it, with Miss Garner's friend. The following day, Combs came to the home where Miss Garner and her friend were staying. Combs was irate and began assaulting and choking Miss Garner to the point that she passed out. Now, listen, we seen the Cassie video. So it ain't like it's beyond him. At this point in time, anybody that is trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt, anybody that is trying to stand up and defend him right now, you are being side-eyed and you are being questioned and looked at in the public court of opinion as possibly being an accomplice to all of this stuff, because there ain't no way all of these people are lying on him. Ain't no way. Okay, it ain't no way. This girl was 16 years old. Okay, she was 16 years old. And you took advantage of her. And what she's saying about him becoming irate and putting hands on her, didn't we see this on the video with Cassie? Every time you say Punanter, I'm on the floor. Listen, I gotta watch my mouth. Diddy is waiting for him downstairs. Yeah, him downstairs. Okay. She was around the age his girls are now. Hello. 7734 for Dizzy. Diddy. I don't know what that means. That's like 3 times she was great in less than 48 hours. Well, and it is. It is. It definitely is. I ain't defending, but def know about how it was back in the day. Yeah, I know how it was back in the day too, but this don't sound. I can't give him that pass. I heard Diddy hate women because of his mother. She did the same to him allegedly. Okay, I didn't hear that, so I can't go off of that. Where were the 16-year-old parents? My son wouldn't be out all times of the night. Well, sometimes kids, I don't know where her parents were. And maybe we'll get into that later on in this case, in this suit. I don't know. But if they grew up in the same area and they're from North Carolina, I'm going to assume this is going to be alleged. Maybe the parents knew each other. Maybe they knew who Jodeci was. Maybe they allowed her to go because, she was friends with them prior to this. I don't know. That's hell. Wait, it moved. Hold on. That's hell in calculator speak. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Dang, I had a blonde moment again on camera. I can't do that. No, Arron Hall's BM Gloria, she was also 16. Yes, you're right. You are so right about that. I kind of forgot about that. I was alive back in the day. Wait, what? I was alive back in the days, and I don't remember dudes just going around raping teenagers, right? I don't remember that neither. Definitely a time to come together for justice. Too much stuff got pushed under the rug. No more. Okay. No excuse for these demons to do this to these children. This is a lot to take in, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a lot to take in, because it's like, dang, man, we were there for Bad Boy. We were there for Arron Hall. We played Arron Hall. I Miss You. That was like one of my favorite songs. It's like everybody that we loved back in the day has some type of darkness to them. Well, let's proceed. Arron Hall and Sean Combs routinely engaged in eggs acts in each other's presence. Hall confirms Combs' presence in the room when he engaged in eggs acts. In a YouTube video posted by DJ Vlad titled Arron Hall claims that Diddy watched him make love to a woman. I remember this, okay? I remember this video. Okay. Hall says the following. Arron Hall. See, this is how you do a transcript. I don't know what the heck that was that in that Akademiks case from earlier, because it was just so confusing. Arron Hall. Can't no be out there say that she handled my ish. My father's a pastor. So my whole thing is that my grandfather being a pimp is just like I'm 3rd generation Arron Hall the third. My father is Arron Hall Jr. He's a pastor. So I just skipped over it like checkers. Laughter. My whole thing is this, that if you never heard a girl say that no effed up trick-ish about Arron Hall, then you understand that less chill-ish is some real ish. Let me read that again. My whole thing is this, that if you never heard a girl say that no effed up trick-ish about Arron Hall, then you understand that less chill-ish is some real ish. Oh, I forgot he sings Let's Chill. That's one of my favorite songs. Dang it. Interviewer. That was basically from some life experience. Arron. Now, my whole thing is that I just think that girls think that a whole lot of guys run after they ish. You know what I mean? Oh, God. He's one of those. We got to bring this down this way. Sorry, guys. All right, interviewer, talk to me. You can say what you want here. Arron, a whole lot of girls out there with the umbilical cords, them young 1970s, 1980s issues. Hey, I'm a 1970s girl. I was born. What? They try to go up there with that fresh out the ussy ish and think they can get like a ninja like Arron Hall. I'm a historical. Y'all read that. I'm not even going to read that out loud. I'm a historical beep. They, with me, it's a laughter. Interviewer, that's right. Arron, if they F with me, it's Big D. Everybody knows my son's mother. Everybody knows that ish. Oh, goodness gracious. This is, child. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's right. Arron says, if they F with me, it's Big D and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Interviewer. Yes, that's Gloria, ain't it? Tell them about it. Arron, when you put Aaron's on it, when you F a B for 3 days and take a B's hand and take them out of the man's hands, then you are a retired pimp. At the time, as soon as I came to South Beach, I just grabbed her. She'll tell you the same story. I just grabbed her and effed her for 3 days. Then Arron got on a ussy with a F. Then Aaron's got on a ussy with an apostrophe like it's Arron with 3 colors on it. You feel me? Interviewer, yes, crazy glue. My whole thing is this, that if ninjas can't handle me, I'm not going to never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my D, you ain't. I'm so confused right now. Maybe we need to play the video. Maybe I don't need to read this. Maybe I need to play the video. Okay. You know what? Let me come back over here to y'all. Y'all want me to play that video? Because I cannot. Let's see if we can pull a video real quick, because Arron is talking some things, and it sounds like he's saying some things that he's saying some things that sound like it's a possibility that Arron might dip his toes in the rainbow pond, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if that's what you do, that's what you do. He probably gonna get me in trouble. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This video probably gonna get me in trouble. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, and I am going to put this up here. Warning: this video contains content that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, this may be a trigger for some people, so this serves as a trigger warning. If you find yourself getting triggered, please do not report the video. Instead, please just leave the video and come back later. Okay? Okay. So we're going to put the overlay back up. And we're going to put some music on in the background. And we're going to bring the music down. Yes, just a little bit, not too much so you can't understand. And let's come back over here and let's share this. This comes from DJ Vlad. Arron Hall. Please let me know by throwing up henny glasses if when the video starts you can hear him clearly and the music is not blocking him out.
Let me see the pleasure in your eyes. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing about anybody because square niggas got a fucking infection on them already. You feel me?
That's
so
right.
real street niggas see it already. He has that square infection. He gonna talk about shit. When niggas gotta move a lot and have a whole lot of bodyguards and all you got is Teddy's Jam and I sung it, fuck you.
Luke said that he introduced you to Gloria Velez.
Luke didn't introduce me to no Gloria Velez. We can call Luke right now. You know what I mean?
He said it in an interview a while back.
Look what I'm saying to you. She was.
Why is Bishop Don mad? Why? What? How do you say his name? Bishop Don Magic Wand. Is that how you say it? Why is he always around? And now you around the wrong person at the wrong time, or maybe you around the right person at the right time. I don't know, but Lord have mercy. Okay, yes he was. Yes he was in this interview. Yes he was.
Standing up with.
He was at Diddy parties.
A Jamaican rapper named Mad Lion.
Okay.
Don Juan, thank you.
Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man, like whoever you speak to, just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed the hand, went upstairs and fucked her. Luke didn't never fucking introduce me to anybody in his life. I love Luke to death.
He just had on.
But can't nobody look? The reason why he's saying he introduced me to because it's a good thing to say. Okay, I introduced Arron Hall to this girl. I took her. Me and Gloria's cool. We got cool in 2 weeks. You feel me? I'm a boss. I ain't gonna argue with you about no shit. And you umbilical cord, bitch. You fucking 35, 36 years old. I'm not gonna disrespect you, but I'm a boss motherfucker. And I love my son, so I ain't gonna break probation by fucking with you and not being able to speak to him again.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I speak to a nigga that got dick and balls, he can never say introduce me to no bitch. Nobody ain't never introduced me to a bitch in their life. I wish they did. The thing is that you can ask Gloria though. It has nothing to do with me. I don't like talking about no man. We both Adam first.
You know something? I just remembered.
See, this is why I wanted to go to the video because the transcript is reading something different. Okay. Again, this is on Vlad, and this is a trigger warning. His mouth is crazy. Okay. His mouth is completely crazy. Oh, I can't believe that I used to love this man's music.
That Gloria had tattooed Aaron's right above
In black, red, and green.
Right above her vagina.
Right above it with a parenthesis with an S.
Right.
Aaron's.
It belongs to.
Look. When I saw her, she was dancing with Luke and them. I didn't know she was a puppy. You know what I mean?
That's right.
She was tall. She was big, blonde hair, bone with the black pant leather. I was like, I'm getting that. Everybody knows I couldn't even really speak then. I had a speech impediment. I don't speak.
Now, let me explain something to y'all. If you are not from South Florida, back in the day, Luke, it didn't matter. You heard Gloria was 16. It was not uncommon for 16-year-olds to be in the club, shaking a tail feather and dropping from the ceiling. Okay, it was not uncommon. If you frequented the Rolex, which is now the Lex or the Office, I don't know what it is right now, but if you frequented the Rolex, you were more than likely going to run into Luke, and Luke was more than likely going to recruit you or try to recruit you to become one of his dancers. Now, don't ask me how I know, because I ain't finna tell you, but just know that I know what I'm talking about.
Not anymore. So I just went there and just grabbed her hand and went inside the hotel and gave it to her. You feel me? So she gonna say Luke is lying. You feel me? Because I don't lie on my dick. You feel what I'm saying? My mother was Puerto Rican from Ponce. So when I see anybody that's Spanish, I'm gonna grab them.
Okay.
I ain't gonna ask if you holding the hand all loose and you hold a conversation with a nigga.
Preach.
I'm gonna take your bitch. She chose up already. Now she wanna go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
At what point did she get the tattoo?
3 days after I fucked her.
3 days.
3.
This is just deplorable. This is deplorable. This is, okay. Just talking about his baby mama like that. God. I seen something up in here. Who said something? Vlad got canceled too because of being another culture vulture like Drape and Ack. Luke was part of old 69 Boys, right? No, he was not a part of the 69 Boys. Wait, was he part of the 69 Boys? I don't.
whole
Oh.
days. If anybody can do that shit, I don't care if you was married, I don't care if you was engaged, if your anniversary, if your bitch did that shit, then I'll stop saying I miss you. But my whole thing is this: is that I love Gloria to death because she gave me a beautiful son. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So my whole thing is that I want to make sure that it's right. I love my son Arron Hall IV to death. I ain't seen him in 15 years, but I love him to death. We talk all the time. Gloria didn't do no bad thing to me.
He ain't seen his son in 15 years. That tells you that there was something wrong there.
She was older. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I see a puppy on the field when I'm doing dog training. I think it's a year old or 2 years old, and it'd be like 8 months. So I don't know. Yeah. So when I saw her, everybody was trying to get at her. Right. Why y'all scared of her? I took her. I couldn't even talk. I had a speech impediment.
Yeah, because they didn't know what to do.
They ain't know what to say. Can't no bitch out there say that she handled my shit. My father's a pastor, so my whole thing is that my grandfather being a pimp is just like I'm third generation Arron Hall III. My father's is Arron Hall Jr. He's a pastor, so I just skipped over it like checkers.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you.
Child. We are just now getting in there, okay? I'm from Miami, born and raised, and you are correct. It's the Lex, not the office. Okay. Well, I had heard that they had changed it. It went from Rolex to the Lex, and then I heard a couple people calling it the office. So maybe they were just saying it was the office because that I haven't been down there since. I haven't been in Miami or been in South Florida. Well, no, I can't say I've been in South Florida since then, but I haven't been in Miami since 96. Child, well, we're getting to the part that's on the transcript right now, so let's listen and let's pay attention to what Arron Hall has to say.
Is that if you never heard a girl say that no fucked up trick shit about Arron Hall, then you understand that let's chill shit is some real shit.
So that was basically like from some life experience.
Now my whole thing is that I just think that girls think that a whole lot of guys run after they shit. You know what I mean?
Talk to me. You can say what you want on there.
But a whole lot of girls out there with the umbilical cords, them young 1970s, 1980s bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? They try to go up there with the, with the fresh out the pussy shit and think they can get like a nigga like Arron Hall. I'm historical dick. Yeah. They fuck with me.
I'm historical. Who says that?
That's right. That's right.
If they fuck with me, it's a big dick. Everybody know my son's mother. Everybody know that shit. So
yeah, that's Gloria. And tell them about it.
So when you put Arron's on it, when you fuck a bitch for 3 days and take the bitch hand and take him out of the man's hand, then you a retired pimp.
Yeah.
But at the time, as soon as I came to South Beach, I just grabbed her and she'll tell you the same story. I just grabbed her and fucked her for 3 days. Then Aaron's got on a pussy with an apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Like it's Arron.
I mean, it was like
colors on it.
Yeah, crazy glue.
And my whole thing is this: is that if niggas can't handle me, I'm not gonna never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my dick, you ain't getting my last name. So I've been single for 50 years.
All right.
Oh, so he did say the funny style stuff. Wait a minute. Pause. He did say it like that. I thought maybe it was misconstrued. Oh my God. We gonna go back.
Colors on it.
Yeah, crazy glue.
My whole thing is this: is that if niggas can't handle me, I'm not gonna never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my dick, you ain't getting my last name. So I've been single for 50 years.
All right.
Okay, maybe he don't mean that in the form of dudes, like he's just saying that. I don't know what he means. I don't know.
A whole lot of niggas out there from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch.
Yeah.
Tell her to name the tattoo that's on my rib that says warning. You get this dick, I'm fucking you up. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas read about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Yeah. Bitch, close your eyes, we anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. Is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Arron Hall without fucking rapping off your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch.
Tell us about that son just went off there.
I'm done. We do not need to see nor hear anything else from Mr. Hall. I think we are good. Are y'all good? Because I'm very much good. Did he say close your eyes? She said, I don't know either. You don't speak booger sugar. How ignorant. Oh my God, Henny. I love the new covering. Thank you. He said, close your eyes and we are anywhere, child. Oh, what grown ass man with tattoo warning. He's gay. No, I ain't say this. Y'all are saying this. Y'all will go with it in the comments. Jaguar said he was a sicko way back. She did. Let me say something about Jaguar, okay? Jaguar warned us about all of this before. Okay, see, telling them secrets, close your eyes and you are anywhere. That don't make no sense. It does make sense. Close your eyes and you're anywhere. That means close your eyes and use your imagination. That's basically what he's saying. Child. Anyway, let's get back over here to this docket. Okay, let's get to the docket. We do not need to read any more of that because we actually listened to him say it. Okay, we listened to what he had to say because I just did not feel like it. Okay, Hall's disgusting claims are eerily similar, if not identical, to the trauma he and Combs visited upon Miss Garner. And I have to agree, this does sound like, you know, with Diddy and okay. In a YouTube video posted by Vlad TV titled Arron Goes on Gloria Velez, I took her and effed her. Now we heard this already too. Okay, we heard this just now. That's exactly what he said. But that's what the title of the video is. Now we listened to all of this that is in the transcript. Okay. She was standing up with a Jamaican rapper named Mad Lion. Okay, I know who that is. The interviewer says, Arron Hall, Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man. See, we already heard all of this. You, Umbilical Cord B, all of that stuff is in there. So we don't need to revisit what it was that he said because we know. Okay, we know. At the time he met Gloria Velez, Miss Velez was only 16 years old. As indicated in the transcript above, Hall referenced the 16-year-old Miss Velez as a puppy. He goes on to say that when he is on the field doing dog training, he sometimes misidentifies an 8-month-old puppy for a 2-year-old dog. How? Hall goes on bragging about grabbing 16-year-old Velez by the hand and forcing her to have eggs with him. According to an article by NPR, the following is a brief timeline of Mr. Combs's legal troubles. So these are all of the legal troubles in a timeline. Now, we haven't gotten this before in any of his dockets. These are the actual things that he got in trouble for. According to a November 2023 lawsuit, Combs allegedly Uggs and actually assaults and videotapes 19-year-old Joy Dickerson Neal after going on a date with him. In 1991, Combs is found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a pow-pow. In April 26, 1999, Combs is arrested and charged with 2 felonies, second-degree assault and criminal mischief in the beating of recording executive Steve Stout, who says Combs and 2 bodyguards beat him with their fists, a telephone, a champagne bottle, and a chair. When Combs publicly apologized, Stout asked for the charges to be dismissed. Combs reportedly paid Stout $500K. The assault charges were dropped. Combs pled guilty to the lesser charge of harassment and was sentenced to 1 day of anger management. December 27th of 1999, Combs, along with then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rapper Chiiii, are arrested in Rila on to a shooting in Club New York. Okay, Combs shot Natalie Rubin in the face and has consistently blamed Combs for pow-powing her. In a lawsuit, local TV host Roger Mills sues Combs, accusing him of assault, false imprisonment, destruction of property, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a civil conspiracy. In an exchange where Combs entourage roughed him up and destroyed his camera. In 2023, according to a December 23 lawsuit, Combs, his former Bad Boy record president Harve Pierre, and a third unidentified man allegedly gang raped an unnamed 17-year-old victim in a Manhattan recording studio. Jesus. In February 2006, Ventura signed a 10-album deal with Bad Boy Entertainment. Her debut album, You and Me, is released, and her self-entitled album dropped the same year. According to a November 2023 lawsuit, Combs' vicious cycle of abuse begins here. Ventura alleges years of physical, psychological, and emotional abuse. She claims Combs forced her to purchase and take illegal substances like booger sugar, ketamine, and fantasy. Okay, that he filmed her as he forced her to participate in eggs with male eggs workers in multiple cities for his own voiturous pleasures in a practice he called freak offs, and then he put hands on her on many occasions in retaliation for talking to other men, often with witnesses present. Wait a minute, I gotta clear the energy because this is a lot. Okay. In March 6th of 2017, in a lawsuit, Gerard, I don't know how to say his last name, alleges that Combs punched him, pushed his girlfriend, and tried to spit on another woman outside Teddy's nightclub at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. In a statement, Combs' attorney, Benjamin Boffman, says it is just another example of an opportunist seeking to fabricate a lawsuit based on a flat-out lie to try to take advantage of Mr. Combs' celebrity status. The case is settled out of court in March of 2008, the terms undisclosed. Now, why is it that is the first thing that a lot of these celebrity lawyers want to go for and say is that somebody is trying to get a quick payday? Now, I do know that there are people out there that will do that, but that is not always the case with everybody, okay? Let's continue. May 11th of 2007, in a complaint to the police, Combs, making the band co-star Lorianne Gibson, alleges that he threatened her with a chair while New Edition's Michael Bivins held her in place. What? Oh, hold on one second. May 11, 2007, in a complaint to police, Combs' making the band's co-star, Lorianne Gibson, alleges that he threatened her with a chair while New Edition's Michael Bivins held her in place. Everybody is going down. Everybody you could think of in the 90s is going down. I'm just waiting for somebody to bring Jodeci along. This is horrible. 2010, in November. Okay, this doesn't make sense because this says 2010, but it says in November 2023 suit, Ventura claims all aspects of her life were controlled by either Mr. Combs or his management company. She claims he paid for her apartment and all her living expenses, and that he had access to her medical records. For instance, when Miss Ventura began experiencing memory loss, potentially due to excessive illegal substance use and or head injuries caused by Mr. Combs' beatings, as described below, her MRI results were provided directly to Mr. Combs. Mr. Combs also repeatedly arranged for his staff to drive Miss Ventura to certain doctor's appointments. In this way, Mr. Combs exerted ownership over Miss Ventura. February 2012. See, they need to get this document together because this says February 2012. Oh, no. I get what they're saying. These were the accounts in the case from November 2023. Sorry, y'all. I got a little confused for a second. Ventura alleges that Combs said he was going to the car of Kid Cudi, whom Ventura was dating at the time, and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car in his driveway. Kid Cudi, in a statement to the New York Times, corroborated the accounts. September 18th, after multiple 2018, after multiple attempts to sever ties with Mr. Combs, Ventura says she met with him to have dinner and believed it was to talk of concluding her bad boy contract and have a discussion about concluding their relationship for good. But after the dinner, Ventura alleges he forced himself into her apartment and forcibly raped her. From her November 2023 suit. Soon thereafter, Miss Ventura took steps to completely separate herself from her longtime abuser, including by leaving the home that he paid for and returning the car he purchased for her. 2022 through 2023, in a February 2004 lawsuit, producer Rodney Little Jones, a former producer of Combs who worked with him on his latest release, the Love album, Off the Grid, alleges that the music mogul groped him repeatedly, and during the duration of making the album, Combs forced Jones to solicit eggs workers, take illegal substances, and more. The suit names others close to Combs, including Combs' son Justin Dior Combs, and high-ranking members of Motown Records and Universal Music Group as co-defendants. November 16th of 2023, Ventura accuses Diddy of years of sexual misconduct, harassment, sexual trafficking, and rape. Ventura's allegations lasted for the entirety of their working and personal relationship. Ventura's files the civil suit in New York Superior Court under the state's Adult Survivors Act, a New York law permitting victims of sexual abuse a year window to file civil actions regardless of the statute of limitation of the crimes themselves. Tiffany Reed, a songwriter and one of Cassie's collaborators, later publicly corroborates her claims. November 23 of 2023, one day before the window of filing suits under the Adult Survivors Act is set to close, two separate lawsuits alleged misconduct in the early 1990s are filed against Mr. Combs in New York Superior Court, one by Joy Dickerson and the other one by an unnamed plaintiff. The unnamed fourth person comes forward accusing Combs of another gang rape in 2003. December 10, 2023, in response to the accusations, 18 brands sever ties with Combs' Black-owned e-commerce venture Empowerment Global. December 11th, 2023, a public petition started by feminist and survivor advocacy group Ultraviolet circulates calling the Record Academy to rescind Combs' 2024 Grammy nomination for Progressive R&B Album and the amid the sexual abuse allegations. All right. December 13th, 2023, in response to the accusations, streaming network Hulu scraps a reality show project featuring Combs that was previously in development and centered around the mogul and his family. Now, we did hear about that. February 26, 2024, the fifth assault lawsuit is filed against Combs by Rodney L. Jones. Combs' lawyer denies the allegations, claiming we have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Hall and Combs have a pattern of practicing and engaging in illegal acts. Damages. The actions of Hall and Combs have stayed with Ms. Garner throughout the duration of her life. After being violently and statutorily raped by Combs and Arron Hall, Ms. Garner's life has been overwhelmed by depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and strained relationships with men. That sounds about right. The harm that Ms. Garner has suffered is well documented through multiple excited utterances, witness statement. multiple excited utterance witness statements. Thank you. As well as through documentation from her medical providers. In an affidavit, Ms. Gardner's friend, whom she met in 2017, details a conversation the pair had during a trip to Las Vegas in 2019 where they discussed their childhoods and some interactions with musicians and artists. In the affidavit, Ms. Gardner's friend went on to say at the time, Ms. Gardner shared her experience of sexual assault at the hands of Arron Hall and Sean Puffy Combs. And she writes, Lisa said she was 16 years old and had been invited to New York. A couple of her friends who were members of the R&B group Jodeci. She's basically repeating everything that we already read in the beginning of all of this in the opening. Ms. Gardner's licensed therapist provided a letter which said the following. The therapist writes, I'm writing to verify my recorded notes of what my client Lisa Gardner disclosed during her treatment, as well as my professional opinion of her subsequent symptomology as a result of her early trauma. Okay. I've been seeing Lisa as of 1/9/2014 through 7/30/2014. Unfortunately, therapy became cost prohibitive for the client to continue for any length of time. While in treatment, Lisa was consistent, and engaged in therapy. As my records indicate, in 2014, my client disclosed that she was raped by 2 males in New York when she was 16 years of age. In my professional opinion, the trauma of being raped by 2 men accounted for much of her ongoing symptoms and hypervigilance, anxiety, panic attacks, and episodes of depression, all symptoms indicative of PTSD. Now, I will be putting this doc up in its entirety on the Patreon over the weekend. I am not going to be doing that tonight. And we are going to be moving on shortly to the next portion. But I wanted to say this. It looks like the 90s was not a good time for everybody. Okay. It looks like back in the 90s, all of these people that we held in high regards, all of these people that were the songs of our lives, all of these people that we bumped on a daily basis on repeat have all had some dark, sickening type of secrets going on behind the scenes. Now, it is no secret about Diddy. We heard a lot about Diddy. The only thing that I could say that I heard about Arron Hall back then was that Arron Hall was a freak. We had things come out about R. Kelly, okay? We even had a videotape of R. Kelly. What shocked me in this document the most was the fact that Michael Bivins was brought up. You held a woman in place while somebody threatened to hit her with a chair. Now I can't even listen to BBD. The chickens are coming home to roost. And I don't think that we should be surprised. I don't think that we should be surprised. And anybody that comes out next. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that they are waiting for Jay-Z. Russell Simmons has already had a Jane Doe lawsuit pulled against him. People are waiting for stuff to come out on Jay-Z. I don't know if anything has come out on Jay-Z. And at this point in time, I can't say that everybody is safe. You know, not only that, Diddy did a lot of things around a lot of people. There was a video I saw earlier on No Jumper, I believe it was, where it showed that Busta Rhymes was telling Diddy no when he was meeting with Corey Lee. And allegedly, that is Busta Rhymes' goddaughter. And he was putting a stop to Diddy before he could even start. And it's crazy because We were warned about all of this so long ago. When Jaguar first came out, Jaguar was telling us all the tea. Yes, at first she was focused on the Roots and all of them, but then she started getting into Jay-Z. She started getting into Diddy. She started blowing the whistle on a lot of things that were going on, and people were calling her crazy. People were dismissing her, and they were not listening to her. But oh, mon frere contraire, she has been vindicated because everything she said has now come to the surface. This is sad. This is just very, very sad to know that this has been going on. Hey, I'm going to call y'all back. To know that this has been going on behind the scenes for so very long. And these women were either hushed or they were threatened and feared into fear placed into them for them to keep their mouths shut, allegedly. All of this is alleged, even though we just read the court documents. It is still alleged because we were not there and we don't know what happened, but we can all have our own opinions about it, right? All right, so let's go on to word round the circus. Now, before Blueface was incarcerated into the LA County Jail, there was a situation that happened out there in Las Vegas. And the situation that happened in Las Vegas was that there was a pow pow incident that happened at a gentleman's nightclub. Okay? We all saw that Blueface was sentenced to probation. He was sentenced to house arrest in Las Vegas for different things. We've seen all of that. What we did not know at that particular point in time was that he was being sued by the Gentlemen's Club, and the Gentlemen's Club had won their lawsuit against him for $13 million. Well, since Blueface has been incarcerated in the LA County Men's Central Jail, it seems that that lawsuit has accrued some interest. And in accruing the interest, okay, it has gone up to 14 million and some change. Now, what has happened since Blue has been incarcerated, right? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. If I could ever get over here to my brand stuff, because it's not letting me right now. Okay, this is annoying. Why are you not letting me do this? Okay. Because I need to put the watermark up. All right, so let's get this watermark up. And let's switch our screen so that we can get into the Blueface documentation. And I'm quite sure no one will be surprised when I show you this document because you know it was coming. So it looks like California placed a lien on Blueface. Yeah. There is now a lien, and this lien is a result of the case from the Euphoric Gentlemen's Club. This is the judgment creditor's name, okay? And in this judgment, this is how much it has gone up to, from $13 million to $14,891,435.59. Okay? And this notice is dated as of this month on the 17th. Now, what does this all mean? This means that this person has placed a lien on Blueface's property. Okay? Let me bring this in some. Here we go. Okay, it says all property subject to enforcement of the money judgment against the judgment debtor to which a judgment lien on personal property may attach under section. They give the section and all of that, okay? Declaration, the attorney record and judgment. So this has gone into effect as the 5/17. Now, if you want to know what this means, I will go ahead and I will break that down to you as well, because here is collecting your small claims judgment, okay? And what does it mean when somebody has their personal property placed on a lien on the judgment, okay? This is for personal property. So let's read personal property and all that it covers, because they're not garnishing wages or anything like that. So it says, place a lien on a debtor's real property. Okay. Okay, real property refers to the debtor's house or land. If the debtor owns any real property, you may place a lien on that property. Outstanding liens will be paid in full before the debtor receives any proceeds in when the property is refinanced or sold. To place a lien on a debtor's property, A, have a county clerk, it's telling you how to go about placing the lien on everything. But this is what is going on with his case. There is a lien on the home. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised because he hasn't paid anything and those people lost their whole business. But I just find it really like you're going after him because he's the celebrity in the situation, but there was more than just him involved, right? And I'm not sticking up for him. I'm just stating a fact. The fact of the matter is there was another gentleman that was involved in this whole situation that escalated the situation to the point where it got to. So, and I'm putting this out here only because this information is information that is going to hit blogs whenever, wherever. Now, if we do remember back, Krishan was talking about they are getting a home. So no one go out there talking about she's going to be homeless because she's not, because she still has her home. Okay. I don't understand why Wack has not tried to get in front of this. I don't know why Wack has not tried to fix this situation since he's supposed to be the fixer and the one who does all of this stuff. I don't know what is going on. I think that, Wack is probably just sitting back, letting some things hit the fan, hoping that all of these things that hit the fan will teach him some hard lesson and get him to listen to all of the people that are telling him that he needs to get away from. That ain't gonna happen. Ooh, child. So he claims he was, though, but I see he hasn't been doing anything. He has not been doing anything exactly, but running his mouth. Because if he was doing anything, this would not be where it is right now. You're too busy chasing after network stardom and getting involved in network beef that your client is over here going through something very serious. So why don't you step up and do what you're supposed to do, Wack 100? Like you're supposed to be handling business. Why are you not handling this man's business? Business and personal are supposed to be separate. And it's never supposed to intermingle and intertwine. Not to this point, not to this degree. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that out there to y'all. This is showing that Wack ain't handling his business. He's not. Moving right along. If y'all remember, do y'all remember Henny Glasses in the chat? If y'all remember when Karlissa was saying that Jaden's name was on the restaurant, or that check the restaurant because you'll see whose names are on there. Well, and for all of those people that are out there saying that Jaden's name is on Blues Fish and Soul, guess what? I have the documentation because this is public record. And as you can see, this document was filed in the state of California on July 21st of 2021. This is for Blues, Fish, and Soul. And we're going to look at who are the officers. Well, managers or members, the entity, Karlissa Saffold. What? A restaurant chief executive officer, Karlissa Saffold. What? The information contained herein, including any attachments, is true and correct. Who signed it? Karlissa Saffold. What was the name of it? Blues, Fish and Soul, LLC. But list of additional managers or members, Jonathan Porter. So whose restaurant was it, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that it was not Karlissa's restaurant, because if you look on this next page right here, this is for Blues, Fish, and Soul, filed on June 14th, okay, of 2022. And you will see in here, Karlissa has been scratched out. And Wack was added in. So sorry, y'all, who thought that she was on the paperwork. She's not on the paperwork. Okay, Jaden is not on the paperwork. However, Karlissa was on the paperwork, and she's even scratched off as the chief executive officer, which is the CEO. She was scratched out, and Blueface was put in. I did not show y'all. Y'all was still over there on the Blues Fishing Soul. So let me show y'all. Let me go back up and then let me bring it on down. He scratched out Karlissa right here, and he added Wack, Cash Jones, right there. Then over here under the CEO, her name is now gone and Blueface's name remains, okay? And he signed this and dated it 6/15/2022. So therefore, Jaden was never on any documents, any paperwork for any of that. But you took your mama off and you put Wack on. Child, you see how he handling your business now? You can't possibly think. That this is going to end well for you. Oh, Blue. Somebody really needs to be advising you better, because this is not the move. He's already screwing you over. But you know, he gonna have to learn the hard way who he can and can't trust. I mean, he feels like he didn't have nobody that he could trust with his affairs. So you left it up to Wack 100. Now you about to lose your house. I don't know if he's on well, actually, we went to go try to pull some of the business license for him. When it came down to King of Crabs. But I didn't see, and the Henny PIs did not see anything for the King of Crabs. But Blue did say he was partnering with them. So being that he is partnering with them, that makes me believe that Blue possibly doesn't even really own that space, that he's renting it out to King of Crabs. I'm just saying, that's kind of what it's giving me, that Blue is renting it. So this would be the rumor has it portion of things. However, I'm not going to go take the watermark down. And this is your rumor has it for today. So like I said in the intro, Karlissa is a part of a podcast show, I guess. And in this podcast show, it is her, Tia Kemp, and Tokyo Toni. And today she was throwing some shade in her live. Let's take a listen.
I see it. We got 300 million. I see it, baby. You see it? You still on break, girl. You should have seen them bathroom breaks. I was in there like, Lord, please don't let me go back out here and lose my job. I need this job. I need to know what kind of medication y'all taking over there at that Walmart, though. I felt like I was at Walmart for 13 hours yesterday. One old lady over there talking shit. One lady flicking her tongue out. I was about to lose it on my day off.
As she scratches her armpit, then her face, then her nose, and her hair, right? So, you know what she's talking about. She calling Tokyo Toni and Tia Kemp old ladies. Now, she ain't got to put no names on it, because if you paid attention to any of them, then you know that's who she talking about when she said this. Listen to what she said again if you missed it.
One lady flicking her tongue out. What kind of medication y'all taking over there at that Walmart, though? I felt like I was at Walmart hours yesterday. One old lady over there talking shit. One lady flicking her tongue out. I was about to lose it on my day off. I was about to get fired on my day off, y'all. Love you too, Sierra.
They ain't even get this show off the ground, and she's already talking smack about them. Already talking smack about them.
When is the new show dropping? I'm hoping he about to do this in cause we filming fast. I'm hoping we about to do this in I'm hoping something is out by, if not this Sunday, the next Sunday. I'm hoping so.
Why is she always in? Is it a nervous thing? I'm being serious. Is it a nervous thing? Because I know sometimes I get the itchies and the scratchies when I'm on live, and it be my nerves. I know that. But y'all think y'all think it's a nerve thing with her?
Y'all gotta see how I'm dealing with the Walmart.
She's calling them the
I know y'all
Walmart.
think I'm exaggerating. I don't be exaggerating all the time.
Well, hell, at least she admits that she be exaggerating.
I don't know how my son is doing. I'm gonna go. Bodine said he was good 2 days ago. I'm gonna go check on. I'm gonna go to court though. And yes, I'm taking the cameras. I take the cameras everywhere I go. I take the cameras even to my Zeus network job, y'all. And they don't let them come in, but I film all the way until I get to the door. So if y'all want to watch the before and after, y'all, you see I ain't gonna have that much time now that I got a job to be jumping online, filling y'all in every 5 minutes.
Lady, you can't take no cameras into court. You might be able to take them to the courthouse. You might be able to film while you are walking towards the courtroom, but you are not going to be able to film while you are in the courtroom. Tell that to people that don't know. You're not going to be able to pull a whole production team in there. You're not going to be able to have nobody in there with a GoPro out. Oh, child, here go my eyebrows itching.
So y'all can go watch before and after everything we got going on. We still filming every day.
Now, I will say she's going to get the views. Okay, that's just like when she went to Jason Lee and her show was filming. I got to give it to her. She makes sure, she making me itch now. She makes sure that she have them cameras with her every step of the way, everything that she does, no matter where she's going, to anybody's whatever. She's going to put it on the show. She's going to put it on the show, and she's going to make it content for the show. I will give her that. But baby, you not getting them cameras up in that courtroom. If she get them cameras up in that courtroom, then I will stand corrected, and I will say that I was wrong. Y'all know I don't have a problem with saying that when I have misquoted or said something. It's not easy for me to do, but I will do it, okay? Yeah, she referencing Walmart people because she don't like Walmart.
50 Cent need to link up with Blue when he get out. I think that would be a good link up too.
No, I don't think so.
Congratulations on my new job. Thank you, Twaz. Thank you, girl. You can't have cameras in court. I can have cameras in court. You can't have cameras in court.
Hey, brother, merch, sacrifice.
Because I ain't even got no lotion on my face. I gotta go let the makeup guy put all the stuff on it. He want me naked, so my face is ashy. So thank you for the filter. No, the lace is not detectable. I just washed my face, so I washed all the makeup off, and she gotta reset it. You know what they do.
No, she got to put makeup on your wig because you are not the complexion that your scalp is. First of all, your scalp is supposed to be lighter than the rest of your body. Look at this. Okay, well, maybe it's not. I thought it was. I am losing my tan as well, but child, you need to put makeup on the part. That's what they do. They put the makeup on the part to match the skin on your forehead.
Thank you, Jazz.
She talking about going to
Thank
blue
you,
court date.
Brianna.
That she gonna be at the next court date.
Girl, you should have seen me. I was over there. I was taking shot after shot. And the lady got to getting smart with me. I said, oh, hell no, motherfucker. Not on my job. You ain't gonna do this. She was treating me like we was in aisle 13. I said, no, ma'am. Get some.
She's saying Walmart because she thinks Walmart people are ghetto. Remember, go back to the video of Krishan and Junior in Walmart when the incident happened. Why she always look drunk or coming down? See, that's what we trying to figure out. We're trying to figure it out.
Somebody else to do it.
See, she got me itching right along with her watching her. Who else is itching watching her? It's illegal in all courtrooms because you can't do that here in New York neither, unless you are press.
Thank you, Nana.
And by press, that means news.
No,
Okay,
I
so
don't
it
sell
ain't.
cat. I ain't never sold cat. I ain't never had to sell no cat. Thank you, Jesus. I always had a brain. I always been a manager. I always been a boss. I never had to sell no cat. Except that one time I didn't want to put that down payment down on that brand new Ford Expedition. What year was that? I might have did a little something strange that day, but other than that, no ma'am.
I do not believe Karlissa, and if you were in the members, you know why. Karlissa told us that she did not have something that she ended up having anyway, and I think I might release it. I don't know if you're a member and you know what I'm talking about. Should I release that tea or that henny? I should release that hot henny, right? Yeah, I'm gonna release it. And Maine said, and shout out to y'all for going and watching the part 2 video. I did post the part 2 video. I broke it up into 2. She said, y'all all saying do it. Okay. I did release part 2. I tried to break it down into 2 parts, but I accidentally deleted it off of here because something looked like it was still trying to load. So I deleted it and it ended up taking the video off of my YouTube channel. So I just released the whole thing. I didn't do any edits. You'll even hear in there where it says, you know, part 3, whatever, while the thing is going. But I didn't get to put any edits over that because I ended up having to release the whole damn thing. But shout out to y'all for running it up. I appreciate y'all so much.
Hey, Bree, I'm on the way. I don't know what I'm going to do without you today. Bree was keeping me together. Tell him, Bree. Bree was keeping me together. She kept telling me to woo-saw, woo-saw, woo-saw. Every time she seen my face look like I wish a motherfucker would. She said, Karlissa, don't you have to use the bathroom? Don't you have to use the bathroom? I started getting the hit after that because every time I go.
The show has not even started. And you are already talking smack. Talking about you wish an MF would. I don't think you want to play with Tokyo Toni and Tia Kemp. Yanti gonna drag her. Yanti gonna drag her. I told y'all this was gonna happen. That face, so my bad. My face was facing again.
We did good yesterday. Didn't nobody go blow for blow. We did our job yesterday and we went home, honey. Pray for us today. Pray for us today.
You're welcome, LP.
Need to fire Bree. She trying to get on. She is on. Bree sitting at high places. It's too late. She sells her complex Gucci everywhere. Girl, stop lying to these people. I ain't selling no Gucci. I got a husband. You don't have to sell Gucci when you got a husband.
Use a lot. There's some women out there that still selling punanta. Okay. I don't know. I heard it was $40, but with inflation, it may have gone up. I don't know. It was $40 on Backpage from what I heard. Why she always got this clicking noise when why she can't never hold the phone like everybody else? Everybody else do their little lives or whatever, and we'll never have all the noise interference that she do. Oh God, now she gonna put her tongue all over her. I'm done. We only gonna listen to a little bit more of this because I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post the live up for y'all.
Y'all can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, it's back.
It never left. It was lying to you. Where she get this big K from on her chest?
All right, now I want y'all to make sure y'all subscribe to both networks. Don't forget about the little people.
See, I told
y'all
you.
Gotta watch me on the Auntie's podcast, but y'all gotta continue to support 602 for the before and after. Thank you, Lover 86.
Okay, so we done. I can't take no more. I'm sorry. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. Now, somebody just said something in the comments, and I'm going to say that I agree with that. That I believe that it is possible that she's trying to promote the show, but at the same time, we don't see Tia Kemp. We don't see Tokyo Toni, the two that talk the most yit on the internet. We don't see them up here talking about her at all. At all. So why she up here running her mouth, a yipping and a yapping about them? Child, this is gonna be a mess. Now, if we get up there and somebody tells me that this is not what's happening, then you know this will be yet another propaganda that she has put out there. I don't know how you can get Tronics on your Roku, Michelle. I did it on my Fire Stick. So I'm not really sure how you could get it on your Roku. But y'all, this has been a lot. Okay, this has been a lot of information that has come out today. So with that being said, I have to say y'all may only get one live tomorrow. Because it's been a trying past 24 plus hours. And to keep going into this type of information and news, unless I come across something that's a little more upbeat, something that we can laugh about, joke about, and all of that in here, I'm going to need a break. Okay, because this has been a lot between DJ Akademiks and the Diddy paperwork and all of that. It's just horrible. Like to know that a lot of this stuff, people with clout, status, fame, money, some form of power, consistently taking advantage. She said, wait, did we get to the blue update? Girl, you missed the blue update. That happened a minute ago. Linda P has been gracious enough to go and add timestamps to the last video I did today. I don't know if she'll be able to do timestamps for this one or for the main interview. That one is 30 minutes long. But if she can't do it, if somebody wants to sit and timestamp the video as to when the academics, when the Diddy case started, when the Blue case started, and when we reviewed Karlissa, that would be great. And I appreciate it. I'm going to work on trying to break them down into chapters, but I do not want to be on for much longer. We've been on, I think, a good amount of time, and y'all got a good amount of information. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all tomorrow. So you know what I always say: when you rest, make sure you rest well. Love is always love, and I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all. Wait a minute. I didn't say this. I didn't say shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to those of y'all who sat from the beginning all the way to now. Shout out to those who popped in and popped out. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to the supporters. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate all of you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I'm forever grateful for that. And I appreciate it. And I do not take that for granted. Okay, that's it. I love y'all. Bye.